The film starts in 1973 with a girl named Peig who is getting married. Outside, we are shown a group of people wearing weird masks made of jute. They also had a goat with them. The whole group was going somewhere. On the other side, we see Peig again, who feels unwell at the wedding. When she comes out to vomit, she sees the group's goat and nothing else. After a while, when Peig's husband comes looking for her, he panics, not finding her, but he finds a small ring. After that, time passes, and we see a woman in present time who hangs herself merrily. No one bothers to know how she is. For days, her body remained hanging with the rope and started decomposing. The rope broke and she fell down. The residential know through corpses smell that she is dead. The service boys come and take her away. Her daughter, Shoo, was told about the death of this woman. She was very shocked to hear about her mother's death. She came to stay with her friend named Mila in her apartment. Shoo panics a lot, seeing Jesus' picture and cross symbol in the house. Shoo's condition starts deteriorating, whom Mila takes care of her. After that, Shoo does not stay at home and comes out to smoke. Then she receives a message. It was a message from her nursing home company that they were going to send her to an old lady's house. She had many other diseases along with memory loss. The next day, Shoo leaves for that house. Reaching the bus stop, Shoo asked the driver about this address, but the driver knew nothing. He asked the man behind him for help. That old man began to warn Shoo, "Don't go there." But after seeing Shoo's firm intention, he finally told her the address of that woman. Reaching near the house, she sees a child who had a small goat, and he was mysteriously staring at Shoo. That's why Shoo found it all strange. Anyway, she knocks at the door now. The old lady comes to open the door, but as soon as she comes here, she urinates. And that lady hides, running from there as if she felt embarrassment by Shoo. Shoo also understood that this lady's condition is worst. She had to break the glass reluctantly in order to unlock the door. She noticed that this lady is trying to hide from Shoo. While looking for the old lady, she sees a strange red door, on which the horseshoe was also hanging. Shoo kept looking at her. The same thing was going on in her mind, that the horseshoe's negative energies keeps her away. Now she was thinking the same thing. She felt that someone passed behind her. She saw that it was the same old lady, and because of passing so fast, she spilled the beans. Shoo started cleaning the beans up without saying anything to her. So that woman asked, "Have you come to do all this?" So she said, "Yes, I am your caretaker." Casual conversations start between the two of them, and this lady tells her name is Peig, and in the same way, we know that Peig is the same girl from the movie who disappeared on her. Now, how did she come at this place? All this mystery will be revealed at the end. When Shoo talks about bathing her, Peig does not let her touch her body. She just makes her do small works and bathes herself. While changing clothes, Shoo saw that a root-like pattern was sketched on her waist. Shoo says to Peig that I have to make a call and then I have to sleep. Peig pointed to the phone in front and said, "You can sleep wherever you want." Shoo called her friend first, but she didn't get this call. She was about to turn after putting the phone back when she got a call from the nursing home, who were telling her the details of Peig's condition. In the meantime, Peig asks her, appearing behind her, "Whom were you talking to?" Shoo replied, "To the nursing home." So Peig asked a strange question. "Did you confirm that it was a nursing home?" Being shocked, Shoo only nods. After this, she takes Peig to her room so that she may make her sleep. And here she sees a picture of Peig's family. She asks Peig, "What happened to your husband?" Peig said that he had taken his own life. They spent a lot of time talking here, after which Shoo again went to call her friend Mila. After getting the signal quite a while, she was able to talk to her for only 2 minutes. And she told Mila, "I will come back to you soon." While standing here, Shoo was talking to her friend. there was a strange big tree in that place. There were a number of lighted candles around it, and a lot of clothes were hanging on it. These trees were planted where there was a lot of negativity, and sick people's clothes were tied on these trees. People believed that just as this tree absorbs negativity, in the same way, it also absorbs diseases of people and cures them. A strange thing occurs here, that Shoo feels that her mom is behind her. But as she turned back, there was no one. Anyway, now she comes inside the house and first goes to that red gate, and tries to open its lock. But when it doesn't open, she goes to take a shower quietly. While taking a shower, she feels that someone was whispering in her ear. He was speaking softly, but there was no one in the washroom nor outside. Suddenly, she hears the same voice again. So she feels that these voices are coming from Peig's room. But Peig was sleeping in her room. She was also standing here. Peig started having a strange panic attack. Shoo gives her medicine and tries to control her. And then she notices that Peig was talking properly even in her sleep. She was telling that they like music too much. They come after being attracted by music. Shoo asked, "Who are those people?" So she said that some people live under this house. Shoo didn't pay attention on her words because Peig had a mental illness, and she used to have illusions. Shoo thinks that this is Peig's imagination. The next day, Shoo goes to grocery shopping for the house. So the people of that place ask her about Peig and make fun of her, and Shoo doesn't like this. The locals told her that Peig didn't treat anyone properly. On the way back, a girl accompanies Shoo, who told her that Peig has been in a mental asylum for many years. At night, Shoo decides to go to the same red room, and this time the door opens. Going inside, she sees strange masked people, and at the same time, she catches the sight of her dead mom in the bathtub. Shoo quickly goes near and holds her mom's hand, and then her mom's eyes are opened. Shoo starts screaming in fear, and we see that her friend Mila was laughing while looking at her. And then she woke up, and we found that all this was her nightmare. After waking up from the dream, she goes to check Peig, who was sleeping peacefully. But as soon as Shoo entered room, she started saying strange words that if Shoo didn't take care of herself. Shoo didn't pay attention to Peig's words this time because of the disease. But Peig said no, they are cultists. They will take you. They took me too. Now she reveals about her wedding day's incident when she disappeared. Actually, the members of that cult took Peig away on the wedding day. And when her husband knew about this, he tried to deal with the cultists. Peig said that when my husband made a deal, those cultists made some strange marks on my back. Shoo said, "I thought these scars are because of your husband's torture." But Peig said no, he was kind. Peig asked, "Do you know about punishment?" So Shoo showed her hand here and said that my mom used to torture me a lot to pray. If I did anything wrong, she used to burn me. Peig asks, "Where is your mom now?" So she tells that she had hanged herself. Feeling the sorrow of Shoo, Peig asks her to sleep with her. As the day begins, now Shoo had to find out everything. What was actually in that basement? Searching the key of basement. She went downstairs. There was not much there. There was only a storeroom where she found an album of Peig's wedding. Peig's husband was also there with Peig. And in this album, there were a lot of newspaper cutouts, in which it was clearly written that Peig had disappeared on her wedding day. And when she returned, her husband died immediately. People believed that Peig would have killed her husband herself. That's why she had to stay in a mental asylum for many years. While reading all this, suddenly the light of the storeroom started flickering. And when she tries to get out of here in fear, the front door is also closed, and she feels the presence of her mom behind her. She starts screaming in fear and also tries to open the door at the same time. Finally, the door opens and she comes out. The next day, we are shown that the same child had come to this house, whom Shoo had seen before with his goat. That boy asks Shoo, "Have you seen my goat anywhere?" Shoo replies with, "No." Today, a parcel had also come for her, in which there were some belongings of her mom, seeing which she started panicking because her relationship with her mom was not so good. That she would be emotional seeing her things. She was traumatized. In this parcel, there were the same clothes that Shoo used to dream repeatedly. She used to see her mom wearing this. Being afraid, Shoo burned these clothes in the furnace. Because of sending this parcel, there was terrible fight of words between Mila and Shoo. Because of today's incident, Shoo felt that she is mentally traumatizing due to excessive stress, like Peig. That's why she went to the store and took some medicines for herself, showing Peig's prescription, so that her mental condition would be fine. When she came home, she saw that someone had come from the nursing center for her inspection, and Peig was driving her away because that girl was appearing a threat for her. But Shoo called her inside. Peig was not opening the door. So Shoo went to get the spare key. And from behind, we saw that the girl was really mysterious. Clinging to the door, she started sniffing it. And by the time Shoo came and opened the door, that girl was disappeared. And this thing also left Shoo very worried and shocked. Now Shoo had to understand what is going on here. She quickly goes to the storeroom and bravely brings Peig's album in which Peig's entire life story was written. Another strange thing that Shoo sees here is that where there were a number of cutouts of these newspapers. In those cutouts, there was news of Shoo's mom's death. Seeing this, Shoo started thinking that what is the relationship between Peig and my mom? Now, she was thinking all this when she saw that the red door of the basement was opening again and again. She was closing it again and again in fear, but now this door was not closing. In the meantime, Peig also followed her. And she said to Shoo, "I know that you had gone to the basement. Now it would be better for you to go back from here tomorrow." Shoo also did not want to stay here anymore. When she left to go home, she knew from the grocery store that no bus will go today, so she had to come back to Peig's house. Peig was looking at the carton of Shoo that Mila had sent for her. There were many pictures of Shoo's mom in it, which surprised Peig, and it was revealed here that Shoo's mom was Peig's daughter. In simple words, Shoo was Peig's granddaughter. Peig was also surprised to know this. On the other hand, when Shoo was returning Peig's house passing through the jungle, she also found that child's goat on the way. She thought that she would take it with her, but she came home ignoring it. Peig asked her as she reaches home, "Were both your mom's feet bad?" She asks while surprising, "How do you know? I never told you this." So Peig tells her, "I know all this because I am your grandmother. Your mother was my daughter. I had sent her away from me years ago." Shoo asks, "Why did you do this?" Then Peig revealed that my husband had made a deal with those cultists, that if they leave me alive, then we will give our first son or daughter to the cult. But then I didn't have much courage to give my daughter to the cult. That's why I kept her away from me and broke the promise of the cult. The members of the cult were not ordinary. Their powers and negativity are very high. Despite Shoo's mom going very far from here, the negative energy of the cult remained on her, because of which she took her life. For the first time, Shoo was trusting Peig's words. She asks, "What is that cult after all?" So Peig told her that it is a demonic cult, the cult of those people who worship the devil. During their conversation, the door of their house is knocked, and when Shoo goes to see, she was the same lady who had come to their house before and disappeared. When Shoo did not open the door, that lady started whispering mysteriously that "I will cut you, I will cut you." On her words, Shoo understood that this woman is also a member of the cult. When Shoo came inside nervously, she saw that Peig was standing at the door of that basement. Going there, she started singing, She asked, "What are you doing?" So Peig told her that I am calling them. As soon as she said this, the basement door is closed. Shoo tried to open it, but the door did not open. And when the door opened after a long time, Peig came out injured. Peig told Shoo, "They want to take you because I did not keep my promise. But I did not want to lose your life, so I decided to sacrifice myself in your place. But they did not accept me now. They want your sacrifice now, because you are my heir. And according to my husband's deal, I had to give my daughter or heir to that cult." Shoo was very scared and panicked. Looking at Peig's condition, she decides that she will call someone for H.